All right, hey folks. So today I want to announce the release of a new training routine, and this one is specialized at hypertrophy. So after the release of the Tactician, which was a strength and power course, and that looked at some of my old powerlifting routines, I had a few people messaging me asking me for a hypertrophy routine, and I'd always intended to release one. And it sounds like a really weird, douchey thing to say. People had been asking, but they had genuinely, and it was in the comments of some of the videos. So I decided to put one together, and I've been racking my brains on what to talk about. So I put together the Delt and arm specialization routine that I used after my contest in 2018. So I wanted to give you guys a bit of history on this. Now, if we go ahead and look at here we go. So this over on the left-hand side was me roughly like 2013, towards the end of my powerlifting career. And over the course of the years, as I decided to compete, I went and looked closer and closer towards my end form, as it were. And this was me pretty soon, like fairly close before my competition at the end of 2018. So I looked bigger, but I was actually a lot smaller. I was about 15 kilos lighter. But it's the visual impression, you know, you look bigger, and also you got a pump on, you're in the shirt in the gym, you know, and once you get lean, you just look a hell of a lot bigger. So I was actually a lot smaller here on the right, but muscularity wise was all the muscles of a decent powerlifter, which I was at the time. So I realized at that time that I needed more delt and more arm, because while they look good in that pose, overall they were lagging. So traps were really good. Chest and back were really good. Legs were really good, and forearms were actually surprisingly good. But delts and biceps really lagged, because as I came in from powerlifting, I did mostly squat, bench, and deadlift and those variations. For those of you who have bought my Tactician book, you'll realize that that's kind of how it's based around. So there wasn't a massive emphasis on power building. It was strictly powerlifting. So I came into bodybuilding with some weaknesses. So I decided I wanted to change those, and that is where the Berserker comes in. So this is me kind of engaging in my geeky side a little bit. This is what the routine is called, the Berserker, a fast lift hypertrophy course, and it is a 4-day-a-week upper lower where I have built-in arm specialization and delt and arm specialization. And it's the routine that I use for the majority of post 2018 and most of 2019, where I specialized on my arms and my delts, and resulting in, there we go, looking like this. So that was me probably, I think it was somewhere through early 2019, full pump on, you know, bodybuilding mode. And really, I think that was at the end of a delt and bicep session. So there we go. Certainly the end of an upper body session. So there we go, nice and all pumped up there. And that was the result of making improvements from the previous form, where I had just come from powerlifting and just tried to get lean rather than specialize on any one area. This was the result of probably my first kind of bodybuilding bulk. All right. Now, in terms of the actual book, what I cover is quite a lot, really. So I don't just want to give you a routine. I talk to you a bit about how I come to that routine. So give you the basic outline. I give you the volume totals, like how I work that out, where I start with working out a routine. And how do I actually begin to create a routine? I'll talk you through my whole process, and then look at volume per session, number of exercises, give you a working example, talk to you about how to use a periodization scheme within this, how to work that out, then look at variations on the theme, and also some of my closing thoughts. So yeah, I think you'll like it, guys. As I say, it details all of my training for that period and how I managed to get some pretty good results. So that is a hypertrophy routine. It's a delt and arm specialization, and it's available on the website, and I'll put it in the link in the description. All right, cool. Thank you.